In today's low impact walking cardio workout, we are also going to talk about the best exercises for weight loss and strength. So I'm calling this a walk and talk workout. The walking workout that I have designed here, and you'll see other walking workouts on my channel, they are more effective than just going for a walk in your neighborhood, because while those are good for your heart, and even if you're going up hills, they're not enough because you're not working your upper body. You're just walking, and you're not doing lunges, you're not doing squats, you're not doing kickbacks. So while I encourage everybody to go walking, get outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine for that wonderful vitamin D, and breathe in that fresh air and get a change of scenery, you do want to do strengthening exercises. So the kickbacks are great, squats, and you don't even have to go super deep on those, but exercises that make you bend and use those joints and get your heart rate up and get you sweating, those will burn more calories. And if it's more challenging, it's good for you. If you are dreading it because you have to put more energy in, it's probably something you really need. So what we always say to people as trainers, I'm a certified personal trainer and strength and conditioning coach, is the exercises you hate are the ones you need the most. So yeah, if you dread it, just push through it. But I mean, if there's exercises that don't feel good, if it hurts your joints, then obviously don't do them and just do something else. But don't stop, keep moving. And the exercises that you want to do are exercises that don't kill you, but are definitely challenging. So I recommend that everybody does cardio every single day. Now, the amount, a lot of people will say 30 minutes is sufficient. I totally disagree. There's 24 hours in a day. So how is 30 minutes enough time? It's not. So Dr. Greger, a really famous doctor, well-renowned, he recommends 90 minutes a day. While that may sound absolutely crazy, because you may say, I'm working, I don't have time for that, or I have children, I've got other things to do, I've got laundry and dishes, I get it. But I mean, if you have time to do that, if you have 30 minutes after every meal or before a meal, I mean, if we eat 3 times a day, which is the amount we should be eating, 30 minutes 3 times a day is 90 minutes, and that's not bad. That's actually good. But I get it. The time crunch is definitely an issue. When I was working at an office, now I work out of my house, so I have a lot of flexibility, but I would go walking at lunchtime. And it's great to get away from my coworkers, because those people are not really your friends typically. Get away from the work environment and from people asking you questions about a task you did or what you have to do next. Just get out of the office and walk around if you can. And on days I remember that it was cold or rainy, I would get in my car and I would drive to a place I could walk. And I remember there was a complex with all these different businesses. And in that complex, they had all these different floors. And so I would walk up the stairs, and it was really nice in there and fancy. And they had marble floors and fountains and waterfalls and a lot of greenery inside. They had plants growing inside. And that was so nice to get out and, go into someplace really pretty where it calms you, because work tends to stress most people out. And then I also remember having a job where there was no way for me to work out early, and then the drive home was so long that I was so exhausted, so it was hard for me to work out at night. So I asked my boss, hey, can I, instead of getting an hour lunch, can I just have a half-hour lunch and I can come in 30 minutes later so I can get a workout in before work? And I wasn't sure if my boss would say yes, but he did. So you never know what's an option for you unless you ask. So can't hurt to ask. So always ask for what you want. You never know. You just might get it. The types of cardio you should do should be varied. Going walks every day is great. Doing some low impact, high impact. If you're just not feeling it, go for a low impact workout. If you have a ton of energy and you feel like you can jump like 10 feet in the air, then do a high impact workout. So always listen to your body. Definitely listen to your joints. If something like jumping hurts your knees or your ankles, don't jump. Just do something low where you're bending your knees, but maybe not bending as deep, something like that. So yeah, always listen to what your body is saying, because if something hurts, you don't want to keep pushing through it. Now, if you feel your muscles contracting and burning, that's different. So there's a difference between pain and, muscle contractions and your muscles working. So yeah, sometimes you want to push and sometimes you want to just hold back a little bit, but cardio is not enough. Even if you're doing squats and lunges, which are great, but you should also do exercises that will make all your muscles strong and are challenging, like push-ups. And if you can, do pull-ups or grab some weights. And they don't always have to be heavy weights, but you shouldn't be doing 30 repetitions of a rowing exercise or anything that's got a weight in your hand. That's a little bit excessive, and that aggravates your joints. So anything from 8 to 15 repetitions if you're doing weights is great. I recommend everybody do some sort of weight training, and that includes squats and lunges 3 times a week. 3 times a week is great. Some people go 5 or 6. That's fine too. It just depends on you, how old you are, how long you've been training. So I've been training for weight training for over a decade, and I would train 5 days a week. At one point I was training 6 days a week, but now the last 2 years my body was just saying that is just too much. So now I weight train 3 times a week. I train Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I do cardio every day. And some days I do really easy cardio, and some days I go really hard. Or sometimes I'll just stack it. I'll just start with an easy workout, and then I'll do something harder, and then I'll do another workout that's shorter. So maybe I'll do 3 20-minute workouts, something like that. So the exercises that challenge you will definitely burn more calories, but you don't want to just do the cardio, because you want to get your muscles strong. The stronger your muscles are, the bigger your muscles are, the more calories that you're going to burn even after your workout. So when you're doing cardio, you are burning calories while you're working out, same as weight training. But the difference with weight training is that your calorie burn continues because your body is repairing the muscle. So when you are strengthening, you're breaking down that muscle, and then it builds up, and that's why your body will continue to burn calories sometimes 5 days after a workout. So that's a really great benefit. And what's also really nice about using weights and body weight training is that you get curves. You get the stronger, the tone look, and it looks better. Instead of the skinny look, it is the tone curvy look that everyone really likes. It's the look of health. A lot of people favor certain body parts. For instance, a lot of women, they favor their legs. And what I mean by that is that they primarily do leg workouts, maybe butt workouts, and they don't like working their upper body, so they primarily focus on the lower body. And I get it, because you're stronger there. But if you only exercise the areas that you like or that are easy for you, you end up with imbalances. And with imbalances comes injury. And obviously you don't want that. And that doesn't look good. So when you are looking at a person, you don't want to have really strong, muscular, beautiful legs and these little stick arms, which I see in a lot of people. And the women, they'll have these concave chests, even if they have breast enhancements. So that looks really weird. So you should still do push-ups, and it gives you that wonderful full look and the chest that it's just, yeah, you want to be strong everywhere, and you're not going to get bulky. A lot of people worry about weightlifting. They're going to get really bulky if they lift weights. The bulk comes from calories. So you can even lift super heavy, but if you're not eating a lot of calories, you're going to look really lean. You're going to have very lean legs and lean arms. And I've seen it time and time again because I used to exercise at a gym that was at the time called World Gym, and it was a fitness competition gym. And at the gym, the people would bulk up, so they would eat a ton of calories. And about 4 months out from their competition, they would lean out. So they would cut the calories and they do more cardio, and they would get really lean. And again, it depends on your calories. How much calories you're eating will determine how big you are. And it actually will determine how big your muscles are. So if you're really lean and you want to bulk up and you're eating the same amount of calories, you may have trouble bulking up and getting more muscle and looking, having that fuller tone look because you're not eating sufficient calories. So there is that balance. And I actually like to look a little bit more muscular, and I do look more muscular when I add more calories. So, and even though I'm really lean, I'm really strong, but you can't tell because I don't eat that many calories. So I'm working on that to getting more calories. And so if you do eat more calories, sometimes you will actually gain more strength. So for instance, when these bodybuilders, these female competitors, even if they were just a figure competition or a bikini competition, they would, when they were bulking, they were really, really strong, and they could be able to do a bunch of different weight, they could lift heavier. And when they lean out, they can't lift as heavy, but they'll look stronger because that layer of fat is gone, so their muscles pop. So sometimes the people that look really, really buff and strong are actually not as strong as the people who are heavier, because it just kind of works that way when you have more weight and just think about this. If you weigh, let's say 175 pounds, and you're doing a bunch of squats and lunges, and then you lose 50 pounds and you're 125. Well, you're carrying less weight. So you are not strengthening as much, which is really interesting. So a lot of people think, oh, heavy people are weak, but a lot of heavy people, if they're moving and exercising, they're actually really strong. I mean, if someone weighs 175 pounds, they're squatting a lot of weight. And then if they're holding weights on top of that, that's actually really impressive. So their muscles are strong. The thing is, they're just carrying around that extra fat. There are different methods of strengthening and gaining muscle, because like I suggested, that you definitely want to weight train at least 3 times a week. Actually, 3 times a week is perfect for pretty much everybody. And the types of exercises, now weights are great, cables, you can use bands. Those booty bands are great, all different bands. TheraBands are wonderful. Resistance exercises, all those are great. All those are strengthening. So you want to incorporate all those modalities into your routine. Just pick the ones that you like the most. I like doing a little bit of everything. I've got bands and cables and all different weights. I've got dumbbells and kettlebells. I don't have a barbell, but that takes a lot of room. But I have all different types. I've got machines, and I've got And you can buy really inexpensive equipment. I've got those Swiss balls. Pretty much everyone has one. You just blow it up. There's a whole bunch of different exercises. You could do that. You could check out my ball walkout video, and that's so wonderful for shoulders and your core. You can do Swiss ball hamstring curls where you lay on your back and you can pull the ball in. You can buy a TRX, which is really inexpensive. I think it depends. It depends on, I think it's $150 or $175. You can hang that on your door and do that. That's a good resistance exercise. But yeah, don't not do resistance weight training. That stuff is so fun. And you don't have to, if you hate doing 15 repetitions, if that's too many repetitions for you, so just grab a heavier weight and maybe do 10 reps. Or if you don't like using really heavy weights, and just grab a lighter weight and do more reps again. But 15 is about right. If you're doing more than that, it's really not an effective workout. If you are doing exercises primarily for weight loss, exercise can definitely help you lose weight and tone up and make you leaner, but there comes a point where it's not going to be enough. If you want to lose a couple pounds, you can probably do it. There's a couple of factors. One is consistency. You can't just do one workout a week. That's not going to cut it. Twice a week, maybe. 3 times a week, more likely. So the more you exercise, the more likely that exercise is going to result in weight loss. But you can exercise every day for 3 hours a day and not get the results that you want. It's not that there's something wrong with you. It's that the food that you're choosing to eat is not allowing you to lose that weight. So a lot of people say, well, moderation is key. No, it's not. If you're eating pizza and you're just having one slice of pizza 3 times a day and you're downing it with soda, that's moderation, right? Just a little bit. Nope, that's not going to cut it. So if you're eating high-fat foods, dairy, a lot of meat, all that saturated fat makes people fat, and it's not going to result in weight loss even if you have small portions. And who the heck wants small portions? Now, small portions, yeah, you can lose weight possibly, but again, it depends on what you put on your plate. So it's better to have very large portions of nutrient-dense foods so you can feel full and feel good and have energy and have that food not just fuel you but make you healthy and repair your muscles, repair your body, and give you a long-lasting, wonderful life, and having your skin be vibrant and beautiful and youthful. So definitely look at what you're eating. Get rid of the junk, processed foods. What you want on your plate is fruits and vegetables. The majority should be vegetables, and get rid of the oil. The oil is just concentrated fat, and it doesn't even taste good. It just tastes like grease. It's just oily. So I have a couple of videos that show you how to cook without oil. I'll probably put a separate one out as well. But basically, you can just dry saute or add just some vegetable stock, 1/4 cup of vegetable stock, and saute your food in that. So it really comes down to getting rid of the high-fat foods, the processed foods, and more vegetables. Add in your fruits. You want something sweet, cut up a mango. Those are so delicious. I love them. Fruit smoothies. If you cut out your fat, you can have really big fruit smoothies. Heck, you can make yourself a smoothie bowl, and don't put milk in it. You don't need protein powder. Most of us are getting way too much protein in our diets, and that increases our risk for all sorts of diseases. So yeah, just grab your fruits, your veggies, eat a bunch of that. Potatoes are fine. Every single fruit is fine. And beans are wonderful. They're very satiating, and they'll make you fuller, and they're so good for you. And I love making lentil loaf types of meals where it's just recreations of, meatloaf. When I was working at the gym, this was right before COVID. Is when I stopped working there when COVID hit. But when I was working as a trainer at the gym, people would come up to me who weren't my clients and they would say, "Hey, Nina," and they would grab their stomach and they would grab their belly and say, "How do I lose this belly fat? What exercises should I do?" So I would tell people that they need to train with me. But there's no quick, easy fix. There's no pill. There's no supplement. There's no cheating. You really need to put in the time and the effort, not just in the gym. You need to do your exercises. You need to be consistent, but you need to be healthy. You need to eat the right food. But people, even my clients, they would say, "Oh, let's do abs. I want to get rid of this belly fat." Well, let me tell you, no matter how many sit-ups or crunches or ab exercises you do, I don't care how hard they are, those exercises will get your muscles strong and that abdominal region nice and strong. But you're not going to see those strong muscles if you've got a couple layers of fat on it. So the only way to get those flat abs, that smaller stomach, most people want flat abs or at least a smaller waistline. But I had women come up to me and they would say, "I want smaller breasts because mine are huge and they're causing me back pain." Or, "I want to get rid of these thunder thighs," or, "I want smaller hips." So everybody has a problem area, and those are areas where you tend to gain the most fat, and those are the areas where they call them troublesome areas. Well, it's hardest to lose fat. So you can't spot reduce. You can't do chest exercises to reduce your breasts. You do butt exercises to reduce the butt fat. You can definitely get those areas stronger and it will look more toned. But no matter what area is your trouble spot, it all boils down to reducing the body fat. And you reduce the body fat by upping your exercise, typically, unless you already exercise a lot. There are people who exercise a lot. One lady at the gym, she was very overweight and she was at the gym all the time. She was there 6-7 days a week. And she really worked out hard. She took our boot camp classes. I saw her lifting heavy kettlebells. She was sweating. I give her an A for effort at the gym because she was working really hard and she was probably burning. With a woman that size, she was tough and she could have been burning 1,000 calories at the gym, but she was there probably 2 hours every day. But if you're eating 5,000 calories a day or 10,000 or whatever you're eating, that's not going to mathematically work out. So exercise is only part of the puzzle. You have to make sure all the puzzle pieces are in place. So yeah, whatever area that you want to spot reduce, it all comes down to what you're putting on your plate, how much you're exercising, how consistent you are, and the food that you are consuming on a daily basis. The thing I tell people is the most important thing you can do for weight loss and your health is to omit the dairy. So when I say dairy, I mean all dairy, not just milk, cheese, yogurt, cream, butter, ice cream. Those are high caloric foods. They do not do a body good. They make us sick, they make us fat, and they make us have acne and all these medical problems. And you may say, "Oh, I don't have a problem now." Now you may not. Later you probably will. And if you are trying to lose weight, you will lose so much body fat so fast if you just omit that one food And then and then soda. I mean, don't ever drink soda. That's literally a sugar bomb. You actually don't want to drink juice at all. Juice is liquid sugar. Even if if you make yourself a freshly squeezed apple juice, you've omitted the fiber, which helps you actually burn fat. It makes your body stronger and healthier, and yeah, helps with getting you lean. And you also want to make sure that you are sleeping enough, and that helps your body repair, and it also reduces appetite, which is a awesome bonus, and stress. That all those things will make it harder for you to lose weight. And a lot of people, they do too much exercise, and that creates extra cortisol, and that will make it harder to lose weight. But the most important thing is consistency in your workouts. Do them every day. Don't make excuses. They'll say, well, I did this or I did that. Well, the more excuses you make, the longer it is that you're prolonging your progress toward your goal. So make yourself a priority. Everything else is not important. Your health is number one. So do the workout in the morning if you can, if you've got the time. I would say, oh, I'll do the workout in the morning, and then I would like clean something or check emails, and then it comes to nighttime and I'm too tired. So if you can, the best thing to do is get your workout in the morning. Do it as much as you can. And I actually have this little stepper machine, and I put it behind the couch. So at night after I eat, just grab that stepper and watch my favorite shows while I go on that stepper machine. I mean, sometimes I'll do a glute workout. I'll lay on the carpet in front of the TV and do my bridges and frog pumps right there. And you can grab your bands and watch your favorite TV program. And there are usually things that you can either have someone else do or just not do that are getting in the way of your health, your weight loss, your progress. So ask other people for help. If those darn dishes are taking 30 minutes and you could be doing your exercise in that 30 minutes, see if someone in your family can do those dishes for you. So there are ways around it. You got to plan. Sometimes I just tell people, okay, grab a piece of paper, write down what things are getting in your way. Maybe you can have someone else take care of them, or just cut out some of the things that are preventing you from reaching your goals. So hopefully you like this workout, and I'm hoping these tips have helped you. And if you have any questions at all, write to me below and I will write back. Take care, have a good day, and I hope to see you soon.